Since I was a little kid, family's been everything. In the summers, my grandfather would wake me up early, 5:30 in the morning, and we'd go fish. Some of my best memories are spent with him on the beach in Northeast Florida. He was a World War II veteran of the Navy in the Pacific. He went off to war as a kid to help people, to fight for people he did not even know. He carried that with him as a badge of honor. I have all of those qualities in me. When I go to work every day, I'm setting out to make people whole that have lost greatly.
Our firm's main goal is personal service. As lawyers, when we are representing people, it's a huge privilege and an honor to be able to tell their story. What sets Baggett Law apart is that we give our clients absolute personal service and dedication.
My dad was over with all of us just visiting, and it was going to be one of the best days of the week to head to the beach. We all headed out and went on our way. My boys, Jaden and Seth, said, "We want to ride with Papa." So they jumped in Papa's car, and they were maybe 5 minutes behind me. I got a call from my dad and say, "Karina, we've been in an accident." Traffic was so backed up that I jumped out and ran to the scene. And at that point was when I saw a semi plowed into my dad's car.
When we finally found out what was going on was when we actually got to the hospital.
Seth had just glass all blasted through his face.
Even though he looked the worst, he was able to go home the next day. And recovery for Jaden was a total different game.
Initially with Jaden, they only knew about the skull fracture. They did a bifrontal craniotomy and repaired all of that in his skull, but he bled out during the surgery. He was dying. Matt came into the hospital and he sat at the table with tear-filled eyes, and we didn't talk about the business side of things. We talked about how are the boys doing, and that is the majority of our conversation. Matt told us that he would do everything he could to get to truth of what happened. He told us that he would really fight for our family, and that's exactly what he did. He was more like a friend than a lawyer to us.
Family is there when you're going through tough times. Family's there to make you laugh. If nothing else, I want to provide a household of unconditional love for our children.
Our clients have suffered tragedies that most of us can't even imagine. Something that's so important to us is helping our clients through that tragedy, but then how can we help them get to a place where their whole story has a happy ending?
I am obsessing over the right moves and the right strategy with the greater goal in every single one of my cases to make them whole. These people need us, and it is our great privilege to provide and be there for them.